back at day 2 in 2024. Welcome to our session and kick off our today in Studio 3. My name is Christian Preetsch. I'm working in the SAP Business AI unit and leading the product engineering teams in EMEA and US. And with me, my colleague, Sebastian.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Sebastian. I also work in the AI unit as the product manager of document grounding.
And with that, back to me and give you a short intro what you can expect from the session. So we show you what is Joule at all, right? So give you a short introduction to have a smooth onboarding and give you the high-level architecture, want to explain you where you can get Joule today already or what will be coming soon. And then obviously, right, we want to see a great demo. And then we have some announcements yesterday already, but want to repeat them if you have missed that session. So we will tell you a bit about what is coming also in this quarter. And with that, what is Joule? Right? Joule is our AI copilot that truly understands your business needs. And we will learn more what you can expect from that. So our Joule spans across the whole, is running a BTP application, and it spans across several products, right? For example, you see here SAP Cloud ERP, Human Capital Management, others. You can build on our partners, right? Via the SAP BTP or Business Technology Platform, via our GenAI Hub, for example. And the most important part is it should be relevant, reliable, and responsible. And here, right, why Joule? It is because it makes each touch point count and each task simpler. So you see here some of these patterns that we offer: information retrieval pattern, navigational pattern, or transactional pattern. So these are UX design patterns, because what we try to achieve with Joule is one homogeneous user experience that spans across the whole cloud platform offering. With that, to give you some insights also, right, how you can build it. So as you saw already, the Business Technology Platform, right, is where you can build or create, build, and run all your applications. Joule itself runs also on Business Technology Platform. And here, right, you find all the services, apps, and that you need to either run, extend, or also create your skills in future as well. So, and with that, right, what we really want to achieve now is that Joule revolutionize how you interact with your subsystem. So in the end, right, it should make you, our GenAI copilot should make you faster, smarter, and give you better outcomes. And very important point is, of course, always the trust, right? So it should not do something that is not in your favor. So human control means we asking you, for example, for a confirmation before we really execute a certain task at the end. All right. As we are a bit short on time in this short session, I always try to squeeze in a bit of information, so rather consider this as the first-hand introduction. So before we come to the demo, I show you now a little high-level architecture. So here you see our indicated our UX chat client or web client from Joule, and here an end user. So you at the end would address your questions, right? And this brings me to a point, right? So if you have any question, so please, right, there's a question tool, ask your question in the chat. All right, back to you asking now Joule, right? Ideally, in future, you can ask Joule. So here, your question or your comment or your search prompt will then be sent to the GenAI Copilot Joule, right? We will enrich it with different knowledge base, I would call it now. So scenario catalog, right, is what all the skills, right, that we offer and capabilities, right. We do a kind of pre-selection also here. Then we have also what we call knowledge catalog here, where you later will hear more from document grounding service from Sebastian. but we have also, or you can imagine that we have other knowledge bases as well. So knowledge graph is a big topic also that will be coming in 25, right? So 2025, and then also we have agentic behaviors or agents, right? So all these informations now, yeah, together then with additional context information, for example, user context, right? Can be your language preference or app context, for example. So on which application you are running, right? Because it makes a difference if you're running maybe on our SuccessFactors, which is in the human capital management, or if you're running on an S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, for example, right, where you would rather ask for certain business transactions then. All right, and this all, right, we send to our dialogue management, which is powered by large language models. And yeah, these first-hand information, right, then retrieve the right Joule functions with the right Joule skills, right, from our scenario catalogs. And either they enrich also these kind of information, yeah, again with large language models, or we can directly form a response and send this back, right, via our Joule GenAI copilot then to the end user. And soon in our demo you will see how all that works together. Before I come to the demo, right, I quickly, and this is really just a glimpse of our roadmap, so it's not functional, it's rather where we integrate it first, right, because we're working in 2024, our goal was to have it as much as integrated as possible, and you will see also, or you see already on the right side in the Outlook, that there's a lot of things still planned, but you will also see that in this quarter now, right, in Q4 2024, right, Ariba, Business Network, Salesforce, Fieldglass, and others will also, or the BTP, Business Technology Cockpit, right, they will already have the integration with Joule. And we have already, like the S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition or SuccessFactors, our human capital management solution, right, is already integrated, and you see or can read later what we want to do. And with that, we hopefully can come now to a demo. So imagine, right, for demo purpose, I'm Jennifer and I'm a manager. And yeah, you find our Joule via the Joule icon, right, here in the upper right corner. Oh. So you can press with a single press, right, of course. And the Substart you see in the background is a one-stop shop, right, where you also, or which is addressing that all cloud products have a one central entry page also where you can have a good start for your daily tasks. So yeah, maybe let's first say hi, right, as a very easy intro. So yeah, seems hello, all good. So yeah, maybe first, as a manager of Jennifer, right, I want to approve as one of my daily tasks, right, all leave requests that are open maybe. So I asked the system now, or Joule, our GenAI copilot, right, to approve it all for me. So as you said, right, or as we try to explain, human in the loop means I can now, right, get the information firsthand and can now decide, right, what would be ideally, as I have said, right, I rather want to approve it. I just say now approve. And now in the back end, right, it is really approved in our yeah, SuccessFactors system. And I can continue and say, yeah, maybe I want to, because of our projects, right, I have direct reports as a manager. So I say, show my direct reports. Show my direct reports. Oh. So it now shows or brings up my direct responsibles. So I do it again. And yeah, it brings up my colleagues, right, which I usually then also, right, I could now navigate directly here to the profile. And yeah, maybe let's do that in regards to time. I see I used a bit too much. So I'm now, right, from the SAP Start system, I jumped to SuccessFactors system where you see now the people profile, right? And also here you can now bring up, yeah, the same Joule, right? The same conversation. So it's a cross navigation, cross cloud products. Navigation is possible and handled here. So what I can do now is asking here also, show my cost centers, which is then at the end not in the human capital management, but rather coming from an S4 HANA Cloud Public Edition system. So it will now retrieve the data not from SuccessFactor, but even right from our S4 system. And yeah, as we the cost center, and to show you now SAP Start, right? Why or how it could also help you here. I had also it's not working. Give me a sec. Hey. My scrolling isn't working. No, sorry. It's just a bit slower as I'm used to it. So here you see also a tile. So I can check, right? It's the same cost center in SAP Start as also here in this tile. And now I see, oh, maybe I'm quite intense with this number. So I rather want to have to look now at all my expenses of my team. Show the purchase orders of my team maybe. And now it should bring up all purchase orders my team has created, right, during the time to check the costs. And yeah, as you see here also right now in SAP Start, we retrieve the data once from SuccessFactor and now second time from this S4 system. And with that, from a cloud ERP S4 system. And with that, right, I even can open or navigate, right? This is this navigational pattern I try to explain to the S4, yeah, or S4 HANA Cloud Public Edition system, and can check there my purchase order directly. And before I even maybe ask now anything, yeah, where we would retrieve or could show you this informational pattern, I will pass to Sebastian, who explains you now document grounding.
Thanks, Christian, for this nice introduction of Joule. So yeah, quickly, what is document grounding? So I like to say that document grounding is a retrieval augmented generation feature for Joule. So what does it mean exactly? It means that this feature will help to give some business context, some custom context also to the LLM, so that the LLM can find the best information for the user. So for instance, via Joule. So in that case, in the case of document grounding via Joule, what we allow the users to do is to upload, to index their custom document, for instance, an HR policy documentation, right? So that then the Q&A feature of Joule can rely on this documentation to, well, retrieve the best chunks of information for the employee. So obviously the benefit is huge, right? And what I specifically like is that me as a user or as an employee, instead of having to find by myself the information, having to browse a large documentation and takes a lot of time and maybe don't find my information and having to send a support ticket, for instance, because I can't find the information, then I can just rely on Joule and document grounding in order that they do the job for me, browse the documentation, and then send back to me the information with also the right documents that have been used for my question, for my answer. So then let me now show you a bit of architecture. So that's a very high-level flow in order you understand what is behind document grounding, how it works. So there is actually two kind of flows inside. So the first one, if we go on the right side of the slide, is about the indexing. So this is where the administrator is going to upload, to index its own document. So he will put his document on a SharePoint repository, and those documents would then be chunked, so like pieces of text, right? And some embeddings will be created out of this document, and everything will be stored in the HANA Vector Engine. So that's for the, I would say, design time. And then if we go back on the left side, so this is exactly where we left, right? So there is a Joule, so I'm an end user, an employee, a customer, whoever. So I'm in Joule, I'm asking a question, and then Joule will directly trigger the retrieval process of document grounding. And this retrieval process will create some embeddings out of the initial question from the user and make a similarity search between the question and what is available into the HANA Vector Engine. So once the best chunks of information has been retrieved, all of that will be sent back to Joule, and Joule will then rely on LLM in order to generate the final answer. So this is what you can see here in the gray part in the screenshot, right? And that's it. So that's pretty much the flow. And something also important is that document grounding is not only relying on the custom documents that have been uploaded, but also on some SAP content repository like help.sap.com. So maybe, Christian, can we go back to the demo where we left it? And I will now just ask a quick question to Joule. So let me go here. Oh, is it working?
Yes.
That's a bit tricky. Okay, so let's change this. Oh yeah, maybe this is easier with, right? Yeah. Nice. Okay. So yeah, so we are still in the same conversation that Christian already started in Joule, and the idea is that we're still in the same persona, right? And instead of buying maybe new devices or new material and so on, maybe I could do some nice activities with my employees, right? So I will ask the system what are the rules about a team outing. So because I'm not really sure, right, how many can I spend and so on. So I'm just going to put what are the key rules for team outing. Oh, I just make a typo here. Let me just correct that. Oh yeah, I'm not used to. And then we are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then the system is doing exactly what I just presented you a few seconds ago. So it's going to rely on document grounding in order to find the best information that are available into the document. And as I was saying before, as you can see, there is also the source document that is available so that the user can click on this document. Christian, for instance, can you show the document that was used? So this is exactly the document that was used, so that was, again, previously indexed, right? And that was used in order to find and to retrieve the best information. So yeah, for a matter of time, back to you, Christian, for the rest of the presentation.
Thanks. And with that, back to our slide deck. So, yeah, it's rather now some short announcement we did yesterday, right? I reiterate them because we have now also Joule not only on desktop only, but we can also ensure a great experience, right, seamlessly on from your devices. So you will get Android and iOS support, yeah, and for SAP Mobile Start, you will see that already happening this quarter, and for other apps, they will follow as soon as possible in 2025. And one important topic is also that you can extend Joule, or we start the journey of extensions, right? On BTP, we have a broad low-code offering, and with that, we will start Joule Studio in SAP Build, so where you can build your custom Joule skills on our BTP, right, to enhance next to document grounding, which Sebastian already explained to you, right, where you can upload as a customer or as a developer with admin rights, of course. You could upload your own policy documents, of course, right, is one form of extension, or here you can even enhance Joule skills for your own Joule custom copilot for your employees. All right. With that, yeah, maybe we rather show you if you want to see more of those demos or want to recap certain. The mouse is really interesting. So I can recommend also to watch the replay of our yesterday's session, where you can get also longer demos, right? References to former sessions that have been shown yesterday, where you could also see how you can configure or set up this document grounding service, and also get more to know about mobile, the iOS SDK and the SDK, and also agentics.
Yeah, indeed. And we also have another session that is coming in roughly 30 minutes from now, where we will dedicate all the session about document grounding. So this is still time to register.
Yeah, and with that, we want to come to Q&A, question and answering. Yeah, great questions we see here. Maybe, Sebastian, you want to read the first one for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we receive a lot of questions, so thanks for that. Yeah, there is a nice question here. So will Joule be available for extensibility options in S/4HANA Private Cloud Edition as well? Question?
Yes. Yeah, very good question. Thanks for that. And yes, we don't distinguish between the extension for individual products, so you can extend or will be able to extend in all integrated products Joule soon.
Excellent. So maybe I see another very interesting question. Will Joule replace or coexist with Just Ask?
Yeah, that's also a very good question. Just Ask, for those that maybe don't know that yet, right, is also our offering for our SAP Analytics Cloud, and there will be an integration. So we will leverage the capabilities of Just Ask via Joule in future. So there will be an integration of Just Ask in Joule via Joule Copilot, you could say.
On the interesting question, I see another one for you, Christian. So if a company has SAP Analytics Cloud, SuccessFactors and Workzone, so will it be one Joule setup, or will the company need to set up Joule 3 times?
Yeah, that's also very in-depth question and very good questions, right? So we at the moment work hard that we can ensure the integration, that it's one Joule setup, right? It's of course some work to do to go there, right? But ideally it is, as said, we work on this one Joule, one GenAI Copilot at SAP that is integrated in all cloud products, and so private cloud included, right? So all cloud products, and with that it's one Joule, and you have to set it up once.
Excellent. So I see another one which received a lot of votes as well, right? So I will directly ask you, which is more or less related, right? So will it be possible to utilize Joule in a custom developed BTP app as a chatbot that the end user accessing the BTP app can use to ask questions?
Yeah. Yeah, really very good questions today. So it is maybe you could say on the horizon, right? We know the extension is important. Yeah. So also custom built apps, right, are important. Joule today comes as an out of the box offerings where you rather can firsthand extend now, right? Certain skills that already have pre-built from SAP. But we can envision that maybe in future, right, this is a possible path that we also can do, but not available today yet, right? So today you can't use it as a chatbot building platform for any app, but of course, right, there are integrations where you could say, if it's in your other application running on ABAP FLP, or for example, it runs on the ABAP FLP, for example, right? So for your Launchpad, so FLP for your Launchpad, that then right there you can integrate or have one integration already established, and then it can leverage for all the apps.
Thank you, Christian.
Yep. And with that, right, unfortunately we are at the end, so we can only say thanks for your attention, thanks for the interest, and we try to answer as much questions then in the back.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.